Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Evander Games show. I just wanted to kind of go over a couple of different cool topics today on a few games that I thought were interesting, as well as a couple of other things that I'm sure you guys would find interesting. So, without further ado, I guess we can get started. But, well, I guess before we get started, I can just kind of talk about how my day is going so far. So, today I have been working on a couple of new videos for my company, as well as just life in general, Facebook, updating things, and getting this whole radio show on the road. So I'm rather comfortable with how it's going, and I mean it is the first day, but I'm actually just very excited to be doing this. So anyway, thanks for watching. I've already got 11 views, and it's only been like 2 hours since I posted the first cast. So anyway, I guess we can go ahead and jump right into it. So the first topic that I have for today is the top free games of 2013 and 2014. So for my list, I would have to start off with Blacklight Retribution. And I know some of you are probably thinking, what, are you freaking joking me? Like, this game is retarded. It is a favorite game of mine, and I know you guys are some. It might be a controversial thing, but this game is well designed. It is not very well maintained, I'll give you that, but I mean, this game is very well designed and has been designed with the players in mind. I'm sure that the gamers themselves have designed this with gun management and design specifically. So let's get started on how Blacklight Retribution hits the top of my list for the top free games of 2014. I just started playing it recently, and it is a great play. The video settings are very light. They're very easy to change. My computer runs it quite well. I mean, I'm running a Radeon R9 270X, so it's a pretty beastly card, but it's nothing too it's no GTX 780 Ti. So anyway, Blacklight Retribution runs well on most machines. I mean, I can run it at medium at 60 frames per second on an i3 processor with no graphics card. That's saying something about the architecture of the game. Very well designed. Anyway, personally, the favorite part I have about Blacklight Retribution is that the game does really well in the way that its gun selection was designed. So every FPS game or first-person shooter game should have this kind of level of detail as far as how your guns are put together. And the reason I say that is because the customization allows you to really have a personal show of what your expertise are in the game. It really allows you to hone your expertise, and you could be a sniper, you could be a full-on assault guy. It really doesn't matter, because you can customize any gun to any length of customization. And what I mean by that is, if you wanted a sniper rifle to turn into like a single-shot bolt-action assault rifle, you could do that. Just look it up. Check out Blacklight Retribution on Steam. It is free on there. I highly suggest this game. Anyway, moving forward, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Phantoms, very much the similar type of genre in the game. The reason I like this game is because of the way that it plays. It's a very smooth game. Tom Clancy tends to kind of control the way that you move in the game. For example, whenever you're heading towards a wall, you can hit space and it'll stop you, and like you'll slide and be up against the wall. And in the game, it'll control the way that you move so that you'll stay up against the wall. I find that an interesting and useful feature, but it's also kind of a hindrance towards what you may be wanting if you're used to something a little bit more open, a little more player responsibility type of gameplay. I would not exactly suggest that game for you. Next one is kind of a funny one for me. This one is, honestly, I really don't like this game, but I had to put it on there just because it is the most popular game on Steam, period. It is absolutely stunning how popular this game is. So, Dota 2. I know it is controversial once again, but Dota 2 definitely deserves to be on the top free game list. This game has been the most interesting to watch as far as how popular it is. It has gone from kind of a low-end game where people were just like, whatever, it's not as good as League of Legends, and then it just shot up. I mean, it shot up there quite fast. So, I mean, I don't really want to say anything about the gameplay because, honestly, I haven't played it that much. I played it 2 or 3 times, and I got really bored because I don't like the defense kind of games. But you know what? Props to you guys for making Dota 2. That was absolutely fantastic. Well done. And I mean, they're doing $1 million prize type of things for Dota 2 competitions, etc. The game definitely deserves to be on the list. Moving down the list, I added one that's also kind of funny. It is Balloon Tower Defense 5. Now, the reason that I say Balloon Tower Defense 5, it is not even a Steam game, but it's really fun to play. I don't know if anybody's ever tried playing it, but I think it's freaking hilarious to play. And, my buddy Rex introduced it to me, and it is just, I don't know, it's a well-rounded tower defense game. I used to play, Kingdom Rush and Kingdom Rush 2, and I really liked that style of game, but Balloon Tower Defense takes it to a whole new level, allowing you to go just as far as you can possibly go, and you get all that competition going on, and it's just a fun game. So I highly recommend go and check it out. Go check out ninjakiwi.com and set up an account there, Balloon Tower Defense 5. The next one on my list is Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 tends to kind of hit the back burner as far as games go, but for free games, this definitely goes to show its true colors when you play the game. It's very smooth. It runs well on multiple operating systems. It is fast, and it is easy to run for computers, and it's a great FPS game, and it's also hilarious. I mean, the kind of things these guys make with Gary's mod on this game is hilarious, all the animations and whatnot. So that had to be on the list. The next one that I want to say, I want to give props to a guy on Steam that just came out with it. And let me find his name here. He made the game. The game is called Unturned. And the reason I chose this game is because it's a really well-designed game. It is interesting to know that one person made this game and that it didn't take him very long. And it's a great game. It's a good experience. The zombies are pretty well done. It's a Minecraft DayZ mix-up. Now, if you're not familiar with either games, I would highly suggest checking them out. We're going to talk about those in a minute. But this game is, for somebody like that to just design a game just like that, it's really impressive to see. So I had to give him props. And I'm not seeing where his name is here for the creator. The developer, okay, here we go. The developer's name is Nelson Sexton. And this guy is just a genius for making this game because people were thinking about it like it would be cool to have like an open world Minecraft with like guns and zombies and stuff. Of course, there's zombies in Minecraft, but adding that ability to have guns and swimming and whatnot is just there. The world is very interesting, so I highly recommend going and playing that. It's a free-to-play game. You can purchase a $5 unturned permanent gold account, and this just sets you up with some guns and things and different maps. So definitely a very cool game to check out. Let's see, the next on my list is Robocraft. Now, I personally haven't played this game yet because I just haven't gotten time to touch it, but it is on the top of Steam right now. And it's a well-designed game. I was talking to one of my friends about it, and he was saying that for a free game, it is freaking amazing because you can just go about making robots that like kill each other. I mean, that sounds fun all by itself, but it's based on real physics. Very cool game. So moving forward, the last game that I have is an honorable mention from 2013. Now, I do have to say this. Warframe bored the crap out of me, but it was a very well-designed game. The graphics are phenomenal. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game. So don't take that as don't play this game. Go check it out for yourself. Tell me what you think. Send me an email. Say, oh, Evander, I think this game is lame or it's cool, whatever. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. But I thought Warframe was a great game right up until the point I realized that it is extremely repetitive. That's my only beef with this game, is that it's just too repetitive for me. So anyway, let's go over some of the top paid games of 2013 that I find just outstanding. So the first game that I chose was Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist. Now, the reason I chose this is because I have played the game, and it is the best Splinter Cell ever. It is really great to play. I played it with my dad even, and he liked it. He doesn't even play video games, and he loved this game. So that's high marks from anybody. So anyway, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist, very cool game. The next on my list is Civilization 5. This game is also a very fun game to play. You do have to pay for it, but you know what? It's worth it. It's a very fun game to play. You can do multiplayer on it. I bought it for $5 on the Steam sale on Christmas last year. Very, very fun game to play. Now, the next one that I have to talk about is DayZ Standalone. The DayZ Standalone is one of the best ideas I've ever seen coming out of a mod for a game. Arma is a cool game. We'll get to that in a minute. Arma 2 was a phenomenally cool game, had a ton of different DLC you could get. There's just all kinds of things you can put into Arma, but these guys went specifically towards an open world, end of the world type of situation. I really liked that idea, and it just exploded. I mean, it's all over Twitch. I mean, streamers everywhere start off doing DayZ. DayZ's just a great, solid place to start off streaming. So the DayZ Standalone coming out was just a blessing in disguise. So thank you, developers, for making the Standalone. We appreciate it. So anyway, moving forward, I have to say it, Minecraft. Minecraft has always been there for me, and I mean, it's sometimes can be boring. I hate it sometimes. I love it sometimes. But Minecraft is always Minecraft. The most modded game on the planet. It is definitely worthy of being on this list. So anyway, Minecraft is an awesome game, and it speaks for itself. So I don't even really have to say anything about that. Arma 3 is also an awesome game. I would highly recommend checking it out. I don't know if it's totally worth $60 yet on Steam, but that Steam sale is coming up this Christmas, so I would highly suggest you guys to check that game out. It is a pretty sick game. The graphics in it are bad A, but you do have to remember that you need a pretty bad A computer to run that thing, because mine has a hard time, and I've got a personally built gaming PC, so just remember, you're going to need some power to run that baby. So, and my last subject that I'd like to talk about is a different client that I found. So, first I'm going to start off with my thoughts on Steam, and we'll go from there. But anyway, so Steam. Steam is a game client that has been around forever. And I wanted to point out a few things that I thought were extra interesting about Steam. Steam gives you the opportunity to go through like so many games that it's like almost incomprehensible. But the amount of games that you can go through in Steam is awesome. As soon as I discovered it, I was just in awe of how much work had been put into this client. And I would have to say that it is absolutely, without a doubt, the best game client on the planet. But for those of you who haven't heard of it, there's a new client called the Arc client. And this client runs, this is where you can find Blacklight Retribution as well on the Arc client. Just go to www.arcgames.com and it'll take you right there. But this client is really interesting. It's a lot like Steam, except for it runs almost completely MMO. So you can go, and MMORPG. So any games like Silk Road Online, it's not on there, but there are a whole bunch of games like Silk Road Online. If you haven't checked that out, I recommend it. It'll ruin your life, but I would definitely recommend it. So anyway, check out Arc. It is pretty cool. It runs a lot like Steam does, very fast, very responsive. The game downloader is just like Steam's. It's kind of a Steam runoff, but it does a good job, and it has a lot of interesting games that Steam may or may not have. So I would highly recommend checking that out. Anyway, that tops off all of my topics for today. So let me know what you guys think if you would like to. I'll leave a comment section if I can on my website. If not, just go into the SoundCloud link that's on my front page, and you can leave a comment in the SoundCloud. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Peace out.